And then she said, "Oh, wait, we're live."
Oh.
No. Hey, everybody. It's Jeff from Canadian Brick Builders, VW Bricks. We've got 5 in the house already. If anybody else wants to join, they are more than welcome to. Invites are out. We've got 2 Jeffs, 2 Daves, and a Rick. I've just been watching Titans with my kids, or with my daughter, like the TV show, which
Cool.
Absolutely love it. And yes, it's probably not appropriate for my 13-year-old, but whatever. And every time Robin or Nightwing walks into a room and someone looks at him and says, "Hey, Dick," we both kind of giggle. So don't ever cross me, Rick. I'll just go there.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just joking.
I promise I won't.
But anyways, yeah. Because in my head, wait, what is Robin's actual name? Dick Grayson. Yeah, but Dick is short for Richard, right?
Richard Grayson.
Yep,
Richard Grayson.
Okay. For a second there, I'm like, wait, did I just goof that up in my head? But no, I didn't.
Every good superhero needs a sidekick named Richard.
Named Richard?
Richard Ward.
Richard Ward. Actually, I changed screens to one of the news items, and I'm like, oh yeah, this piece of news I'm really going to enjoy talking about, but we'll get there. So yeah, hello everybody, welcome.
Welcome to the
we've
building.
got Mr. Blue and Eric Smith are both in the chat. They're saying hello to everybody. Hello,
Hey,
Mr. Blue.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi,
Eric.
Mr. Blue.
And
Mr.
he said
Blue.
hi to me earlier on, so hello. Saying hi to the room. So, anyway, so yeah, how's everybody been?
Good.
Pretty good.
Busy, but good.
Yep.
We haven't seen Dave Cowdays for a while, so why don't we just talk to him first and
Yes.
do.
You want to talk to me?
Hey, Dave.
I got nothing to say.
Here. And we're there.
I got nothing
What was
to
that,
say,
Dave?
but
I have
You have nothing to
say.
say. What have you been doing, Dave? How come we haven't seen you, Dave? Where are you, Dave? Dave, what's going on?
I'm in my basement where I should be. I'm like the troll under the bridge. I just want to stay here.
troll under the bridge.
I need to grow my hair out a little bit. None shall pass.
I mean, just a bit.
Trolls can be bald.
I'm getting there. A little glossy on top. So I've been doing my videos, my classic space reviews on my YouTube channel, but we also had some family stuff going on and hanging out with the fam. So I've been busy on Wednesday nights for the last couple of weeks. But my wife was demanding that I get back on the stream because people might forget my name.
Oh.
So yeah, and so I made it a point that I left work early to get everything done and blah blah blah, so I can just come down here and spend some time with my online friends.
Cool.
Nice.
Even
We
Mr. Blue's
appreciate
been
it.
missing you.
I'm okay, Mr. Blue. I'm perfectly healthy, which is fantastic in this day and age, and the family's good. It's just we're just busy doing stuff around the house and Halloween and stuff like that. So it's just been
And you
busy
know,
elsewhere.
Facebook Marketplace.
putting yet another miraculous haul in his collection.
Well, there was that too.
Value Village trips.
I did
Painted
find
the Lego
I did it.
guys. Value
Sorry?
Village.
Valley Village. Now this was online. This is a Facebook Marketplace. About a week and a half ago, I posted on my YouTube channel. From the same guy I've been buying from. He seems to every month put some stuff up there. And as a secondhand collector of Lego since 1984, I was very amazed at the quality of the pieces, considering the age, because it was again from. I like to judge the sets and where the era they came from. Early classic space, castle, so 1979 to 1985 ish.
Oh, man.
The white not faded at all, no yellowing at all, which is utterly fantastic.
Yep.
Same with the light gray, and no bite marks and no dents on the pieces. So it looks like it's one of those Lego builders I used to know. I don't know now. That would build and put on a shelf and then forget about it, or leave it in the box. Because I even got
Yeah, the trays.
What's in the box, Dave?
I mean, I haven't seen these trays in like three decades. Like I think a lot of castle sets had these trays.
Oh, yeah.
So this is how he organized his collection. So it's So that's how he sold them to me with these trays. So I'm gonna do, who wants the trays? Because I don't.
I have a tray from one of the Lego sets, and I don't remember what it's from, but it's just a clear tray.
It's a clear tray.
But I have a couple of them, and I think it might have been like one of the Mindstorms things or something. Like something flat was in here.
I like the Mindstorms. I should have kept those because you know how many Mindstorms RCX, and they had those nice bins in the trays, the plastic that had the 5 or 6 cubbies, and those were fantastic. And
I mean, I use those to dump stuff into all the time to just pick up little bits and pieces.
I got rid of all mine.
They're great.
So
trays were great.
Yeah. So last night I actually got all those pieces sorted into the collection, and I started my reviews again. So I'm gathering the pieces right now for my next review, and I'll regale people with my boring details of why I liked or didn't like the set. And since it's Explorians, it's going to be like half and half because
Dave, you're getting better at this because in your videos you're actually realizing that you're going on a tangent. Okay, I'm going on a tangent right now.
Yeah, you still do it. At least you know.
Well, and the thing is that,
but at least he's warning us viewers that he's going on a tangent.
I do like the tangents, and I'm amazed that Stanley married me because we'd be having a discussion about, hey, the sun's rising, and then an hour and a half later we're talking about gophers in the middle of a golf course or something like that. How'd we got there? I don't know. It's just step, and boom, we're talking about Caddyshack, basically. So Bill Murray is my favorite character ever, and anyway. So
speaking of former Ghostbusters, hey Jeff, how's it going?
Hey Jeff.
Hey Jeff. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Sorry, you out there. I
you did. I was not expecting it. You button hooked me. I didn't expect you were gonna button hook me. So, I don't really leave my house until like noon every day because I'm that guy. I don't really like going outside because people are horrible. And I walked out onto my front porch, and there was a Lego set.
Oh.
Woohoo!
I didn't buy it. Emily didn't buy it. Her parents swear they didn't buy it. Don didn't buy it.
Huh.
Yeah. But
so someone just dumped some Lego set on your front porch.
Dude, I want to say, no, it was in a box. It's the new Batman motorcycle set, like the one set.
Cool, really?
And I was like, I'm not gonna buy this crap. I don't like these. I don't, And I'm like, why did I have these? And like, after I built the bikes, I was like, okay, these are cool designs. They're chonky. Like, I need to fix that. But I've just been a really weird day. We have our this is not Lego related, so just get over it, I guess. But we have our first piece of merch. This is the Resolve t-shirt for the comic. It's not going to come out for like a year and a half. But
wait, what? Okay, cool.
Wait, can we order the merch?
You can't order the merch yet. I'm sorry.
Can we rewind back to what this comic is?
Sure. So Resolve is a fantasy epic that takes place on, I'm not going to say the world, but basically it's a tribute to The Legend of Zelda, Dragon Ball Z a little bit, Gargoyles, the animated TV series, because I love my wife and was like, this needs to happen. And Lord of the Rings, like all mixed together. And it's very medieval, high fantasy, sort of. I can't really give things away.
Kind of like Atlan?
No.
Okay.
But, so Kevin's got the 0 issue almost done, which is great. Making the progress. We can't really... That's going to be released after the 3rd issue. So...
Okay.
Yeah,
you have to get ahead of the game.
Yeah, like book 0 would be like, this is the twist. Okay.
So are you writing it? Are you the writer?
Yeah, I'm the writer. Kevin is the artist. And I've been writing it for close to 6 months now. We have the first half locked in and solid and done. And the second half, I looked at it the other week and was like, no. Just no. So... I'm rewriting it a little bit. I like everything to be connected. I like Easter eggs to have a purpose in stories. So that's what I'm trying to link things to, and like just subtle nods and like references. And anyway.
Right.
But so did that. the Lego set thing really freaked me out because I don't know how people know where I live.
Well,
Right.
is it someone like Julian or something?
Huh?
Could have been
Could it be
family.
Julian? Oh, sorry, Dave.
No, Jules is in Florida.
Maddie? Oh, where did it come from?
It was in the box on my front porch.
But was there like a shipping label? Like, was it an Amazon?
No shipping, no mailer, no label,
Oh.
no letter, nothing. And I
Wow.
looked around for a letter. I was like, okay, maybe it's somewhere around here. But nothing.
Weird.
So someone just dropped the box on your front porch. Someone.
Yes.
So it has to be either someone who lives nearby or was passing through and knows where you live.
Nobody knows where I live except Julian. This is a problem.
Well,
Anyway, so a little paranoid, but I'm good. though.
Mystery!
I can understand why now.
Tomorrow night, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be. Unfortunately, Rick, you and our shows are going to be mixing.
Oh.
I'm going to be on Retro Blasting tomorrow night
Oh, okay.
at the same time as you are on Boone Builds. But go watch Boone Builds, everybody. See Rick as he gets interviewed and talks about his wonderful Lego sets. And then come
Yeah.
watch mine later afterwards.
I'm Brictorious.
Victorious.
So that's about it, really. And I tried to finish a mock, and then I didn't. So, you know.
Hey, it happens.
The
It's
next
a
one-
hobby. It's
About
it's not work. It's a hobby.
It's,
Yep.
It's about par for the course for me. Yeah, I got half of a mech built.
I was just going to throw it over to Rick and start with, speaking of... No, forget it. I'm not going to go there.
Oh boy. Oh, hey guys.
How's it going, Rick? Sorry.
Oh, great. You?
Rick, you have
We're going
much
to
better
commercial
lighting
break.
than you normally do.
Yes.
Do I?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
you
look-
look brighter than
Yeah,
usually.
sometimes it looks like
I
you're
agree.
in a
You look
cave,
much
and I'm
smarter.
worried.
I'm using a actual webcam rather than my iPhone 6. So that's
Oh,
probably
Yeah, it looks
big
good.
green.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've upgraded.
I've upgraded. I had to.
Is it because of Brictorious?
It is.
Yes.
So
And-
you wouldn't upgrade for our show.
It is
But-
for every YouTube thing that I do. So
We don't
Rick,
get
I
it.
know it's really for tons of fun. Don't let.
it is for
Julian
tons of fun.
It
It
is
is for Victorious. It is because I don't want to have my phone on a thing.
Yeah.
So it's better quality. It's HD. I'm glowing
You are
because,
glowing.
you know,
Makeup.
Anybody else notice he's got a lot more
Maybe.
gray than I thought he did? Or is that
yeah,
just-
this is. You see,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you see more. I can turn my head and you can see
Yeah.
gray. It's coming out, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Embrace
what's new in my life? Over the weekend, I crammed in one extra Halloween build. Sorry, Jeff. And it was that cube, which you guys saw in,
Yeah,
in the chat.
amazing.
Yeah.
You're really amazing.
And oh, Dave, did you see it, Dave K?
Not yet. Sorry.
Okay, can I share my screen and show him?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me do that. 1 second.
Or Dave could just get on the internet more. But yeah, you can still show it because I'm,
Yeah,
You
okay.
think, you think I work in IT or something?
yeah.
So while I'm getting the pictures up there, I was able to do that, and I have uploaded it to a Hellraiser Facebook group,
There you go.
as well as Lego Mock and Mod and Lego Mock Worldwide. And I have a list of people now that are interested in instructions. So I'm going to have to move to making instructions now.
But you already
that's-
built
yeah,
it in
yeah.
studio, so
It's built in Studio, so half of the instruction work is done.
There you go.
Nice.
So just 1 second
Real
here.
parts
I
there.
want to.
you just have to tweak the sequence.
Yeah, I want to make sure that these pictures go in.
You got to modify the phase variance on the.
I got to modify the phase variance. You got it.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't
Okay.
cross the streams.
I
No
don't want to cross the stream. Okay, 1 second. I'm about to share. Share screen. And this one. Okay. Let me know when you guys can see it.
There it is.
Wow,
We can see it. Wow.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wait,
So-
wait, Rick, does it actually open?
It doesn't. Oh, well, you mean does it actually open dimensions? No.
Well, no, well, I mean,
You mean does it open? It doesn't currently open, but you can take a panel off very easily. So
okay.
yeah, so that's basically the cube, and this is it not on the stand. Every one of these gold pieces exists, and so it is completely buildable.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I, for fun, added a light effect to it in
Wow.
studio.
Mhm.
This is strictly an effect. You can't do this with it yet, but when I do eventually build it in real life, I will try to add light to it. So other than that,
I think that's gorgeous.
thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate
good, man.
Other than that, I've got Brictorious coming up tomorrow night, as Jeff alluded to, doing builds, which I am absolutely over the top excited for. So
It's going to be
it's been a
internet
really
news.
great week.
We're excited for you, Rick.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We are. That's just so true. All right. Who haven't we? We haven't talked to David. So let's
David.
embarrass
Yeah,
him.
David.
It's going to be
That's
short
fine.
and sweet.
Short
I
and sweet. He did.
did just hockey.
Woohoo!
So how about those big Jays? Sorry, Jeff. I didn't mean for you to go, Patrick.
Yeah, I've been coaching my son's hockey team. So
Nice.
we had a game on Friday. We had a game on Saturday. We had a practice on Sunday. We had a practice on Monday, and we had a practice on Tuesday.
Oops.
So that's basically what I did with my time. Hockey.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
It's that
It
time
is
of the year.
Canada chat time.
It's that time of the year.
But I did get a nice gift today because remember a few weeks ago I took part in the Montreal Toy Con,
Oh, wait, yeah.
and Lego sent Kellogg some lug event support, and
Cool.
Kellogg was nice enough, since we only the club only did like 2 shows this year. The club was nice enough, so they gave us some prompts. So I got
Free swag.
this.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
This is actually my second one. I already have one.
Don't go there, Joe.
already
We
built.
got a thank you note.
And I also got this, and I got a little dots bracelet that I'm gonna, and it's blue, so I'm gonna transform it into a classic space.
First, you should make sure it actually fits on your wrist because they don't.
It's gonna fit. Trust me.
Make it fit.
His hand will turn blue as well afterwards.
Yeah.
It will
Lack of
fit.
blood supply.
Why are you miffed about the thank you note, Jeff?
That's all we got.
It's
Oh,
not
We didn't get any
We're doing a
wrist-
show, you
we
mean?
didn't get a wristband or anything when we
We're
did our
Canadian.
show.
We get
Oh,
swag.
for
We
support.
got
Love
a
us.
bowling pin shoved up our ass. Thanks for your trouble, fellas.
Wow.
That,
I mean,
that
some
actually-
things that's not bad. I'm not saying if that's your thing, that's bad. I'm just saying, it's not comfortable, all right?
Hey,
Hey,
Jeff.
Jeff.
But yeah,
Too damn
because
compassionate.
Lego on this continent started in Canada, so we're much better than the States because it started in Stratford, 58, and all Lego came from Canada to the States.
Well,
Harvey Brandfield, Stratford.
and I must admit that Kellogg is actually very well regarded by the Lego community team, because
And they go way back.
we're up to like 160 paying members. So I think we're actually the largest lug in Canada and probably in North America.
That's what I was going to say. You're a single lug for the entire province, so they like you
Yeah.
for that. Whereas Ontario
So-
has like what 2 or 3.
And
It's
we actually have an amazing ambassador in Patrick Bégin, because
Yeah.
Patrick is very well organized. He reports everything back to Lego, so within a few hours after we did the Montreal Toy Con, he was already asking me, how many people did you get, how was it? And so so he could report everything back to Lego. So
Patrick is
we're
awesome.
we get a great reputation, so that's why we get the nice things.
Nice swag.
The nice swag.
The nice
Yeah.
swag.
So
I get the
did
legal
not-
department, and Dave gets swagged. That's fine.
I did nothing this week. Nothing at all.
Move back to school.
Cool.
Oh yeah. I'm
What's that
downstairs.
behind
okay,
you?
Well, I did that. Fine. Okay. Fine.
That, yeah.
Yeah. I moved my entire 98% of my entire Lego room is back in the basement. My Bricklink store is still partially upstairs, but I'll
Wow.
get that down as I'm filling orders now. I just grab, if it's upstairs, I grab that basket and bring it down and put it away. Just because I don't
Or
want to
just sell everything upstairs and be done with it.
What was that?
Just sell everything that's upstairs in your Bricklink stores. And
Sure, but people have to buy it before I can sell it. So
people buy stuff from Jeff, so he
That's
doesn't
right.
have to
Hi
move
from
it.
Jeff.
So I've moved into kind of the center of my room, so we're getting this nice light flare, Star Trek style, behind.
Yeah,
me.
I like it.
Gonna look into getting rid of that, and the other light is literally right above my head. You can see the glow on my hand here.
Me too.
So I think I need to
I put a
diffuser or
like a
something.
clip on the ceiling and like a letter, like an envelope that just diffuses the light.
Yeah, I'm going to need something 4 feet long, but yeah, that's actually probably something.
Oh, it's a strip light. Oh,
yeah, I've got like full size LEDs. Sorry, I happen to look up at one of the lights, and I've got a water hose up there that drains from the furnace, like because it's got a humidifier on it or a dehumidifier. And as I looked up, I saw the air bubble in the hose moving, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" I thought something was walking along.
Oh,
There, it threw me off. I'm like, oh wait, that's air. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I did also manage, like, I've got this shelf. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. I've got this shelf kind of at my desk here where I can put bins on, but I've also managed to be able to get my webcam mounted all the way up here.
oh.
So now I can actually do this and get
Oh,
a decent view of the castle that doesn't look like it's progressed, but the tower, well, this tower is now mostly done. There's still a couple pieces missing on the inside. This wall I'm going to work on. I'm actually working right now. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. I'm actually working right now on the module that was in the corner, like beside that tower. Let's see if I get back there.
Room tour.
Well, yeah, it hasn't
Pan
really
the
changed.
camera around.
I'm getting sick.
Oh, good. Then it's working.
What's happening right now?
Well, right now, Jeff's giving us the fingers.
Yeah, I'm working on this module right here because I want to finish that off. And I'm rebuilding it completely. So those black sections in the middle are all Duplo bases.
Yes.
I still have room for probably one or two more, or still have enough brick to rebuild one or two more in Duplo. But hopefully I've got nothing planned this weekend, so hopefully I can get into the interior walls by the end of the weekend. That's my goal.
Awesome.
So, now this camera's off. Let's make it all sit together. There we go. But as you can see, I've got stuff everywhere. It's still a mess. I'm still working on reorganizing down here, but I wanted to get
like you were saying, you're in a brick building frenzy right now. So
yeah, because we are talking at for those of you that don't know, which everybody should by now. No, I'm just joking. We
our
are
regular viewers should know.
10 weeks away from Brick Fair, Alabama, which is basically 2 months and 10 days. So,
and it leaves you just 9 weeks because you got to be traveling for the week before.
Yeah, I'm leaving on the Tuesday, and that's based on the Thursday date. So it's actually 9 weeks and 5 days. And if the weather's bad, I have to leave a few days earlier. So we'll have to figure that out.
9 weeks. 9 weeks.
Wow.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks a lot, and thank you, Mr. Blue. I appreciate it.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm into crunch, and if I'm running out of bricks, I need to know sooner than later now, so I can spend until an arm in the leg. Anyways, why don't we jump into the news?
The news.
This just in.
Alrighty, Vaughn.
I missed
I
it.
might be
I
pregnant.
honestly missed
I
it.
don't know.
It's amazing I gave you guys up for 4 weeks.
There you go.
I
You,
know.
you complete me.
You complete me.
Anyways,
Help
it's
me
just-
help you.
Complete me.
You had me at
You
hello.
had me at hello,
You had
everyone.
me at hello. You had
Show
me
me the
at
money,
Lego.
Gary. Show me the money.
Yeah, you had me at Lego.
Had
It's
me-
probably better.
At Lego.
Yeah, I guess better. Anyways, let's go into the world of.
We already
Yes.
seen this.
Yeah, I know we already saw this. Hey, Dave.
Production
and-
sucks in this show.
Which Dave?
The only one that's important.
I'm in a timeout.
We realized the other day that StreamYard added new functionality, and now we do this.
Oh, cool. What is
But I don't know. I don't know what that. I think something like screen space. I don't know. Anyway, this image, the middle part doesn't. You've already seen that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like this down on the bottom, Jeff. Throw us down on the bottom. That was better.
I like.
You want to be
Okay.
at the bottom?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
That's the
put us
screen.
up on the side then. Yeah, put us up on the side.
Up on the side.
Yes,
I don't know. The bottom was pretty good too. I see maybe we should just.
See, I kicked Jeff out, but he'll probably just leave.
Oh,
And I don't
no,
like Jeff.
out.
Hey, if you did that, Jeff, you could put each of us at one at each corner,
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh,
like
thanks,
this.
Rick.
Yeah, no, we have no power to do that. I'm surprised neither of the Dave's eyes have completely lit up yet. Come on, guys. Look at the picture.
Yeah, I saw this today, and I was
I
like,
like
I
it.
thought you said you didn't.
I
introduce
must have them all and
know.
multiples.
So, let me just actually
One
find
of
the
these
article
things
for
is
this.
Not like the other.
I'm just trying to actually find the article for this.
I'm wishing and hoping and praying they end up on bricks and pieces.
Yeah, me too. So, it's Lego Education that started this, and it's going to be more of a Steam workshop. I don't know if these are actually going to be in sets. But there's these characters, and then there's another page of them too. Let me just what page is this? Page 10. I've got a couple of pages here.
In high school, the one to take you to prom, but you found out it was a joke. Slightly disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. So there's like 8 characters in total, and each of the characters has like some information about them and stuff.
Stats.
Yeah, stats. But this was such a good picture. I mean, even like I want all 3 of these torsos. And well, I guess technically these are the same, but
What, you
I
don't want
definitely
safety officer Leo?
We already have that like in the anime. So.
yes, the safety officer Leo is going to become a big boy, and he's going to live in my city. He'll be a construction worker Leo.
He's going to be like homeless safety officer Leo.
Could be. Well, he is out on the street right now.
He lives in a van down by the river.
Leo.
With free candy written on the side? No. Okay.
I miss Chris Farley like so much.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, for crying out loud, he was the best.
I
He
was
was
I was
amazing.
watching the some videos last night. That's why
No,
I ended up doing the line.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I there isn't any news yet on what type of sets, if anything, these guys will be in, but you know, they've made the torsos, so let's hope that they actually do
Bricks
integrate
and
them into
pieces, bricks and
City
pieces,
sets.
bricks and pieces.
the pieces as well.
No, let's get mine off of David.
So Canadian counterpart, Jeff, there is new city space coming out next year.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hopefully that
I think
they
we're
tie
getting
this
those
in.
torsos in them, but I don't
Well,
know.
at least I think we're getting the bright orange one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like this command suit though. I think that's pretty cool.
So do I. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Anyway, so that was the first one. I recently got the I've been keeping my eye on Zavi because that's where the UK sets were available, the exclusive ones. And I actually did buy the blue Fiat and got dinged with charges for customs when it came down because they shipped it.
Oh,
late.
yeah.
But they actually had 30% off of the art sets. At least these 2, and I thought it was worth noting because I have yet to see them on sale in Canada. So
You've
I
never
mean,
seen
this
the
is-
art sets?
I haven't seen them
no,
on sale.
on sale in Canada.
Oh, not
On sale.
on discount
On
here in
sale.
Canada yet. So,
Okay. I was going to say, those are warmer than pegs here in America because we're uncultured swine.
yeah. Well, but anyways, I just thought I'd mention that this is the UK Zavi, not the American Zavi, because American Zavi doesn't actually ship Lego to us. It's just weird. Anyway, onward. The Bricklink Designer Program. We talked about some of the sets last week. The Brick West studio set, which is not displayed here, okay, which was the Old West film studio. They've delayed that one due to the recent incident that happened on set of that movie, Rust.
Oh, the Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin
Yeah.
accidentally killing someone.
Yeah,
So they've decided to push this set into the round 3. It might actually be a good thing because there are a lot of good sets in this round. So I know there's a lot of people that did want that one as well.
Well, I mean, anytime a company takes accountability and is like, maybe we should respect the, situation like that is never a bad thing, no matter what other folks might.
Well, it's prudent.
About.
It's
now
being careful and being safe. So.
And now I look like an ass because I said it's good because Lego sets later instead of now.
Yeah, I know. That's partially why I followed up with what I said.
Yeah. This is pretty cool.
Just
Anyway.
Anyway, my release of the Waco, Texas set's not going to happen. I'm just saying.
Oh, I meant to check on this
Too
one.
good.
In the UK, the art project is already 34% off. It's not even released yet.
Nice.
I actually wanted to see if it was
The one with the classic space.
the classic space dude. Yeah. So, of course, it's out of stock, and there's no price more. So obviously, it sold out really quick at that price. But let me check what a real Amazon as in the Canadian one.
Oh, I thought you meant the American one.
Well, yeah, the American one for you, but a non-UK Amazon, and just we'll come back to that in a minute. The Disney in Encanto movie, there has been some sets have been announced, shown. So there's some new
Looks
sets.
like, they're going on the Disney princess vibe on.
Yeah.
Look.
So, but there's 3 sets. Thought it was worth showing. Just, I mean, it's a very. I'm not sure what the premise of the movie is. I haven't actually seen the trailer. But looking at this building, it's quite southern. Like
basically, it's a bunch of. It's a family that they all have magical or superpowers.
Okay.
Except for one girl who
the
doesn't
one
have any
person.
power.
Oh shit! It's gonna be one of those. All right. Well, sorry. I'll clean it up.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Sorry. Unless you literally.
We
did
like
take
you.
it back,
We
then
like
yes,
you
yes,
how you are, Jeff.
Yes, we do.
I mean, I don't want to.
No.
Lose
You're-
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Jeff. We don't mind.
We don't mind.
December
Great
1st is the release date for the film. So, anyway, onward. I keep on saying that.
They don't look half bad. I've seen the trailer. The house look decent enough.
Yeah.
It looks like the house, but on a micro scale.
So, and obviously Monday was November 1st, so there were the new set releases. So just, where are they all? Really? Why did I not get the full article? I'm just clicking on this again because apparently
The Home Alone,
Okay,
the Batmobile,
Home Alone,
the Art
Batmobile
Project.
Tumblr, the Art Project, the Titanic, and the other the new Batman movie sets as well.
Yeah,
They're coming out.
apparently. You can get them hand
That's
delivered to your door.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is great.
They might show up on your porch.
I should go look at my door. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. So the Art Project is actually out. I didn't realize it was already released. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. Next up we have the Luigi Mansion set was revealed on Halloween, I believe it was. And we'll zoom in on this.
I would like to point something out that I was right.
Of course you
You were right.
A year and a half ago when the Mario stuff came out, I was like, Luigi's Mansion is going to be the next big thing.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay. So you were right
Kudos
that
to
it
you,
was-
Jeff.
Wonderful prognostication capabilities. I like that.
This is actually like I don't care about the Mario sets because they're stupid, but like the Luigi stuff I might get because it's Ghostbuster-y.
Hmm.
Emily says no. Never mind.
I like
I don't
the
buy
gold
the
ones.
sets anyway, so it's kind of like a rule for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just thought I'd share that. I'm not
It's a
really
nice
into
looking
the
set.
Anyways, January 1st. This is the first January 1st set that's announced, though, so that's interesting, I believe. I don't think there's anything else announced yet that comes out January 1st.
Nope.
So
Hasn't
This
there
is
been
the first.
rumors of the next modular, or am I crazy?
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I saw some actual photos of the next modular.
oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but
If you look
Hospital,
around the
right?
internet, you're gonna find that.
yeah, and we've also heard that I think it was November 15th-ish, there was going to be an announcement of the Black Friday deals. So I mean, between now and then, we'll probably have another set drop, I would assume.
Yeah.
I mean, it's prime
Like a
time for-
UCS set from a certain
Yeah, that's-
movie
that's-
franchise
that's on the
with 4
15th.
legs.
Yes, the dogs.
The dog.
I saw this a couple of weeks ago and I voted
Oh.
for it, and it's a working Lego Rubik's Cube.
No way.
I
Uh-huh.
don't think that'll. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that. Well, it hit 10,000 supporters, so I don't know if Lego will
And
actually.
it works too. That's
well,
amazing.
that's what they said.
And I
yeah,
guess the tiles are circular to allow them to pass past each other without.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause it would
But
be
the thing
impossible.
is that
Well, not
that
possible.
is owned by Hasbro.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Wow.
Problem.
Yeah. And I mean, looking at the pictures of this deconstructed Rubik's Cube, I can agree. It looks exactly like that when you take it apart, because that's how I solved Rubik's Cubes when I was a kid.
I just take stickers off.
Oh, wow. This way was a little bit less. Well, the stickers stayed on at least. I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was kind of
Genius
cool.
though, to be able to come up with it. Just awesome.
On a Lego, that's fantastic.
I agree. I had taken one of those little cube dudes, the Friends 3-sided or 6-sided dice, but the 3x3 studded one.
Yeah.
And I built a little mini Rubik's Cube. Obviously, it doesn't turn because it's not made for that. But anyways.
Hey, so I lied. It's not Hasbro. It's a place called Spin Master Corporation, a Canadian toy maker.
Oh, they're the same. The guys who do
Canadian?
the Paw Patrol.
Sure.
Okay. You can tell
This
Dave has-
I know that because I have kids.
I know
January-
Rubik's Cube was invented by a Russian. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's January 5th, 2021. That's when this was posted, but Spin Master bought it then, and they bought it for $50 million.
Wow. So there is a chance then that they would make this if
Oh
It
yeah,
happened.
it mean that they can get some money out of it.
you get some big Lego bucks out of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And
All right,
the
next up.
tiles. You just have to move the tiles around.
In the rumor mill, there's talk of a new Hulkbuster
Oh, boy.
set for 2022, and I am a sucker for Iron Man related sets apparently, so I'll probably end up buying one.
I mean, if
and
it
that's
looks
fine.
like that,
Yeah, well,
sign me up.
yeah,
Did
exactly.
you get the UCS one, Jeff?
I have the Hulkbuster, like this one here, I believe.
So the one with the flat head.
Yeah, the Ultron edition.
Yeah, I do have that, and I have the Iron Man head too. Like I said, I'm a sucker for. Yeah, that's the one I have.
Oh yeah, okay.
$400+, but that's because it's sold out now.
It's funny
Uh-huh.
because people are like, "Why is this happening?" And it's like, I don't know. Have you seen the Hot Toy Hulkbuster? Like Lego wants to cash in on that. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And
They
they
obviously
wanna
go
ca-
well.
probably what they want to cash in before, like, people forget about the movies and
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
before they realize Iron Man's dead, which my kids remind me of about once a week these days.
He's dead in the movie universe. He's okay in the comic verse.
I'm just saying.
He's okay.
And
Almost
I
like
mean,
dead, but not real dead. So that's what I'm saying.
He's fake dead.
And-
It's fine.
in the Marvel universe, Iron Man is probably the best thing for Lego to build because you don't have to build a Captain America figure or a Thor figure. Like, it's just easier to build an Iron Man because it's a robot, right? And hey, apparently Lego knows how to build mechs because that's all they build.
I mean, that's why we have 10,000 Batmobiles.
Exactly.
Superman doesn't need a Batmobile.
All right. Oh,
What's the
maybe
most re-release set ever? Is like the Millennium Falcon or the Batmobile?
What was that, Dave?
The most re-released set. Not
The
re-released.
X-Wing.
Oh.
The X-Wing? How many sets? How many X-Wings were there?
More than
I
one.
don't know. I think there's like 10 or 15, something like that. If you count all the Poe Dameron X-Wing and
Micro X-Wings.
That's true.
I actually found
Well, if you count all the micro Batmobiles too, all the polybags, there's been at least 3.
yeah.
Well,
I bought
maybe
that.
that's
The only Batmobile I ever really bought was that one that was the original, what we would call UCS now, the original black one that came out between like movies 2 or 3. One that had no steering, just a whole bunch of basic brick and slopes on it because it was a great parts pack. And we got it cheap. I don't know how we got it cheap, but I remember we got it cheap as a group. Maybe it was on sale at TRU, deep discount, because it didn't move off the shelves. We got them for stupid cheap. At the same time, we got the Mars rover, the pan one with the blue panels on it for like $25.
From the Discovery line.
Yeah, the $25 for one of those Mars rovers. I got 4 of them just to get the tan 1x16 Technicrix.
Wasn't that Zellers though, Dave?
Was it Zellers?
Yeah, because we also got like the
deep discount. I just remember
we
that.
also got the brick build Yoda at really cheap prices from Zellers.
I didn't get that one. I got the pieces for Yoda when we had.
Remember the BOGOs at Zellers? That was
buy one get one 50% off.
That was great
to
time.
get deals.
They do BOGOs at Mastermind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lego?
it's not the same though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Not the same as Zellers was.
So 23 Batmobiles, by the way.
22.
22. Wow. 23.
Does that include motorcycles, Jeff?
Nope.
That's just a Batmobile.
Just Batmobiles.
Wow.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, Batmobile gets the
And does that include the
I think it's
Batmobile
voted out.
from the Batcave sets too? Yeah, that's why I had that up there for a while. Another Lego Idea set hit 10,000 supporters, and I have to say, first of all, and I'm just going to full screen myself. This is not an original creation. In that this is not a Lego set, but this was given to me as a Christmas gift years ago by Janie, with 2 bricks.
Working that.
And coincidentally, I thought Janie did this, but coincidentally, I did actually break the glass the other day because this used to be a green brick separator, and I had to remove it for another mock for Janie, so I was able to give it back to her. Anyway, my camera's delayed. Anyway, but yeah, I thought this was kind of a cool set. What would make this thing sell is if it was a unique colored brick separator. Give us I don't know what color.
Yeah, like a teal.
We already have.
Oh, you mean something with it? It doesn't already. Okay,
Yeah,
chrome gold.
Chrome
gold. But it would chip every time you used it.
Would, yeah, as soon as you said that. Yeah, but maybe the flat, the non-plated ones.
Or pearl light gray.
There you go, pearl light gray. Let's go gray and make it even better. There is another Christmas set that became available a few days before November 1st, if anybody's interested. I'm just mentioning it because it's cute. Next up, a news article from Brick Fanatics saying that Shanghai police raided a fake Lego store and detained 3 people.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
Look, it even has a Lego logo.
H. Low-een. Yeah, that's definitely fake.
It doesn't say. I'm just trying to see if they were actually, if they're fake. It was a fake shop, but were they actual Lego? It's multiple locations.
Bum, bum, bum.
Anyway,
brick-based play
So-
session with image provided to news sites. Well, we don't know.
Well, that's
Wow.
good that they're cracking down a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, these guys were obviously using Lego brands in a way. So, but it doesn't actually say if they were selling actual Lego sets or not. Oh, they were play sessions. Oh, so they're not selling sets. They're actually
selling time.
like
Yeah,
classes.
starting like play
Time to
time.
play.
Or,
Play with Lego. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't get that market where you buy you rent your set to somebody to build and they give it back when they're done. I can't even comprehend
They
that.
pay you money, Dave.
It's
They pay you money.
Hey, if somebody wants to come in and play with my collection for a while and give me money, knock yourself out.
By play with his collection, he's referring to his Lego bricks.
There's the Lego behind me. It's a family Joe.
family show,
Nothing
family.
wrong with that.
Is it?
What? I said nothing wrong.
This is cool.
I know.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I saw this on Brothers Brick today, and it's
Mhm.
just got a nice use of this windscreen sideways. Obviously, you can't really fit figs in here, I
Oh,
think, just
yeah.
because of the way it's
Yeah, I
made.
like that a lot.
This looks beautiful. So I just wanted
I
to
like
share
the
it,
touches
'cause-
of light azure.
I like the color scheme, but if
Yeah.
it's all white, it looked like that stupid those bad guys in DS9, the Jemadar, their little ships.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
it
what I
was gonna say
thought.
Futron.
Yeah.
I thought Dave was going
Oh,
to
he's
say
got
Futron, and then I was going to.
Treads
I'll
of
bring it to
black.
the end reference before I bring in a Futron reference because Futron is the worst series in the entire space thing. Well, Robo
Just-
Force and then
you
No,
Futron.
just-
Robo Force is the worst. Come on.
Some people like Futron.
Yeah,
I love
Oh,
Futuron.
Futron has one huge redeeming point. Came with monorail. Monorail.
Monorail.
Monorail.
Oh, well. All right.
But I do like
not much-
like that ship. That was a really good ship.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely a cool ship. Not much in the newly released sets. Obviously, those new Disney sets that we were just talking about were in here. There is a Skywalker Adventures 3-pack that is been announced. I've seen people already in possession of it.
Oh, it comes with the land speeder. Great.
I think they'll
How
have
many
this at
land speeders
Costco.
were there?
I just bought the land speeder a few days ago, so I was like, meh.
I think
I-
land speeder was one like in 1999. Like out of the 5 or 6 Star Wars sets, the land speeder was one of them.
Yeah, it was actually my first
Exactly.
Star
right.
Wars set
Yeah, it
in
was mine too.
1999.
Yeah.
I still have
The
the
land speeder.
yeah.
Mine too.
Anyway, all right, we're going to jump into the
I didn't
new
buy
parts.
too many more after that.
New parts from mostly from the Home Alone set came out, so that we had talked about the store when we were reviewing this, but the doors there.
Yes,
And the
Door with
new
the
red brown,
dog trap.
the new reddish brown brick, and I'm also seeing this 2x2 roof tile with 45 degree, which I'm pretty sure exists, so it might just be a new mold number.
Yeah, I believe it does in red because I have one.
Yeah,
I have lots.
Yeah.
In white.
That's been out since the 60s. But
In red, but I'm saying in white. I don't know if it's new in white.
I never
Uh,
seen it in
don't
white,
know if
but
you
I
know
saw
white.
I saw some in red. I saw some in black too. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you
I'm
meant
not-
the tile. It's yeah.
Yeah. I know. And this curved tile at 4x4, but I had the train track print on it, so I'm guessing maybe that was an actual sticker in the set now,
choo-choo.
which would really suck.
Mm.
But there is a little mark on it. I don't know what that dark area is.
It's just an image glitch, I think.
Yeah, or it was supposed to be printed on there, but
It looks like a tire tread.
and there's no description that says with track or anything. So yeah, someone just drove over it. Okay, last but not least, we'll just go over this. 868 sets currently available on Shop at Home, and availability wise, come on,
There
we go. 400 currently available. Oh, we're actually got up to, but we've added some sets.
Ooh.
Added stock. 168.
I love that we're doing this. This is just
179.
hilarious, like a weekly update of
I mean, 10.
it's awesome. It's so awesome.
So, actually, just out of stock, it's gone up, really.
Yeah.
and back order has actually gone down. We've got some sets back in. So, but yeah, I know as we get closer, this is just going to plummet, especially
Jeff,
after
plug in your phone.
Black Friday.
Yeah, coming Black Friday, the numbers are just gonna go wild.
Rest in pieces, camera. You will soon be dying.
Can you not plug it in? I know, but can't you?
It's my camera. Like, it's on a battery. There's nothing to.
So, on to our actual conversation for tonight, which was just given to us by Mr. Ideas himself, David Dashood St. Sierra. You should probably change that to Idea Man. But what is your greatest Lego achievement that you've had, and what is your future goal for Lego achievements? I added the word Lego in because originally it was just what's your greatest achievement. Oh, Jeff's got one right there. Let's just go back.
Oh no, this is not an achievement. Not even a little bit. This is me trying to figure out a new system of legs that doesn't exist. I want to make these into almost bricks instead of like bendy bits, but I want the bendy bits to be at the knee. I want them to be solid, so I'm just trying to.
Well, it's like something that could be in your coffee table as an Art Deco piece for a conversation starter.
Well, I mean, it's a mech, you meanie head. So.
Looks cool so far.
It.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good, and you'll figure it out. I mean, you'll have that aha moment, and it'll all be good. But yeah, so have you guys had a greatest Lego achievement? Because as I posted this information in the chat, I mean, I know.
Well, Rick is going on Victorious.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, is that going to be the highlight? Is that your achievement as of tomorrow, or?
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a highlight of my short yet exciting Lego career.
And then you're done, and then just pack it up and. Just
That's it. I go on the live.
You're sitting on a beach somewhere. You're
once I get that exposure, yeah, exactly.
I
just let the money just roll. What's that?
You just wait for the phone calls, and they start rolling in. Trust me, I was on it last year.
It's like Dad and Ralph after Superman. I mean, he's sitting there waiting for the phone to ring. I mean, just look at all the calls he got.
Uh-oh. Jeff's gone.
Yep, my battery is died.
Change the battery.
Okay, well, let's let Jeff go first.
Shit. I don't really have one. Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. Come on. Now you have your own channel. Let's go.
I do have my own channel, but that's not really a thing for me in my headspace. My headspace is more akin to the friends that I've made.
Exactly.
Like, the achievement to me is like, I would have never known Jeff. I would have never known both Daves. I would have never known Rick. If I didn't, try to be social with people and move bricks around on my table and to make as much noise as I can.
That's okay though.
Yeah. But like, that's my biggest achievement in the Lego world is, making new friends and like having friends I didn't expect I'd ever have and being able to sympathize and like give out random advice about mental health stuff. Like that matters. It doesn't matter what I put together with like bricks and shit. Like, who cares? But like having that connection with people, whether it be over bricks or whatever, is what I care about. And that's, I think, my biggest achievement. There you go.
That's cool. That's a solid one there, Jeff. That's awesome.
And how about actually like being able to meet these people now too, right? Like you've gone to Brick Rodeo, you were able to meet some people you've known online, right? But
it was interesting to finally meet a bunch of people that I knew but I didn't know. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. And
because you meet a lot of people online.
Yeah.
But you never met them in real life. Like I never met Rick in real life. I met Jeff and Dave.
I think
it's one of those things like you say to yourself, could I like go to lunch with any of these people? Yeah, I could go to lunch. And then it's like, well, you'd have to come over and play with Lego. So like it that's where it gets to. And that's what it was like when I met Julian was the awkward situation of, man, I hate people and I'm an introvert. And then Julian, who was hooting and hollering anytime Beyond the Brick interviewed anybody at Brick Rodeo, which was hilarious.
He awesome. Just exudes just friendly, nice, decent, have fun, and just don't worry about anything else kind of stuff, which is kind of something that would have been nice when we were growing up pre-internet, because honestly, goodness, I never had a Dark Ages, but nobody shared it with me at all on
Right.
the internet at all. So it's like I'm a 20-something and having a relatively huge collection and go, hey, I'm gonna go home and play Lego. Like I never hid it. I don't want to be like shunned by the masses because my friends
Right.
were understanding, but they did not partake. So it wasn't until the internet and Jeff and Lugnet and everything was like, there are people out there like me.
Yep.
He directly referenced me. That's weird. No, anyway.
Yeah, how long have I known you? Like,
apparently, if he hadn't met me, none of that would have happened. No,
Mhm.
just joking.
Mel's Diner, Toronto.
Well, I know where Dave is coming from, because when I got back into Lego in 1999, I was fairly early on made moderator of the FBTB forum
Oh, Rick's the bomb.
back in the days, which was back in the days called the kiddie pool of the Lego community, because there were a lot of young kids and young teenagers
Well, you're
on that forum.
Too. That was
And
Yeah.
I remember vividly that we actually did connect with a few of those teens because they were having a hard time. They were getting bullied at school because they were nerds or they were geeks, and we adults that were taking care of them in the forum were saying, just hold on, it gets better. You'll eventually make friends who have the same interest as you, and you'll have a girlfriend. Don't worry about it. It's gonna come, probably later than sooner, but it's gonna come in. So for me, that's one of my achievement is that I've seen those kids grow, and I've kept touch with them, and some of them are my Facebook friends now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that I have a strong connection with Ryan Wood, who's actually a Lego designer for the model designer for the New York Legoland Park, and we'd actually never met. We just changed online, but I've seen him grow, get married, have kids, and I've connected with some of these kids back in the day. I was 21, but they were like 14 or 16 and growing up, and so I get where Dave is coming from. That for many of us, liking Lego as teenagers or as young adults, not having the internet to connect with people, it must have been hard. It must have been like
different.
But now we have this incredible medium where we can connect with people who have the same interests as us, and
It's as if we just click.
oh, Rick, click. Quote of the day.
Hey, don't use all your jokes for this stream. You've got a more important one tomorrow.
Thank you,
I know.
thank you.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yes. Please use all of your silly puns for Boone's show, and then Friday you're fresh and you're ready to go.
I will be excited. I will literally have streamed every night this week.
That's awesome, though.
There's a challenge.
Well,
That's a wonderful. That's just perfect for our discussion. I think that's exemplary. I think that's
So
fantastic.
yeah. So if you would like me to go, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I want to go back to what Jeff said. This is just Jeff. I'm going to put an interesting spin on what he said. I agree that the connections is definitely the biggest. I'll call it a reward.
Mm-hmm.
From being in this community and reaching certain achievements. For instance, I got on social media. That to me was an achievement because it took me to get past my inhibitions to actually jump onto social media. And as a result, I met all these great people. So it's like awesome.
I like how he said he was meant to say I met all of you, and then he changed it to
That's fine.
And then all of
all these great people.
Just to put a pin in that, like the fact that how you got here, and you had to get like the fact that you present yourself, because I'm just a klutz with my words and I flip over everything. Like I am not only a klutz in real life, I'm a klutz I like to talk. But it's just fine. I never cared. But you the day I met you, you're on this show and you present yourself like, I'm not saying Johnny Carabella from WKRP, like you're been in front of a microphone your entire life, but you have that persona, that presence of I'm in command of my words, and I have power, and I'm sharing with the world, and I can get right to the microphone and sound like I know what I'm talking about, like you and because we all have our not even idiosyncrasies, we all have our issues as I would say geeks growing up of stepping out into the limelight. You presented yourself like you've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like you had this whole history of I have talked in front of people, thousands of people. I'm Dale Carnegie.
Okay. So first of all, Dave, wow, thank you for that. And I'm going to just turn that completely upside down and tell you that in high school, I was the least likely to get up in front of the class and talk. Least likely to feel comfortable talking to a crowd of people. And probably could have been voted least likely to do what I'm doing now,
Right.
i.e. posting on social, talking on social, doing lives on social, making YouTube videos. It just, like you said, I couldn't get over my inhibitions when I was young. And I view getting out there as probably my greatest achievement because it has opened so many doors to other achievements. You know, I can say things like
wonderful, and I'm so I missed the show because you're on it and Jeff and those guys, but the minute you showed up and I'm going, holy, this guy's been talking forever. Like he's so comfortable with this.
Wow, look,
how does he do this?
Professional YouTuber.
Well,
like and with the microphone, and like this guy must have been a DJ in his previous life because he's got the persona and
got the voice
and whatever. And
Yeah, his
he's got the
microphone.
DJ voice, everybody.
And I feel soothed when I'm listening. Yeah, I'll listen to his voice. Like I'm not saying you're James Earl Jones, but this
Right.
is the voice of CNN.
This is CNN.
But holy moly, I get to sit back. You can read the phone book. I just go sit back there. Oh, that's great.
So
well, again, I really appreciate that, and I mean that honestly, and thank you. And so yeah, that would definitely be my greatest achievement. And then of course after that was meeting all of you fantastic people, all you guys here on the screen, even the guy that doesn't have a screen right now, especially you people, because you are the people that I connect with. You know, with the exception of Jeff, you're my Canadian crew. You're my homeboys, and Jeff, you're my homeboy too, even though you're not Canadian.
I understand. I get it.
You know what I mean?
in fact,
and
we haven't actually met each other.
we haven't met each other we will, and I want to badly. And I
have a new car and I need to put kilometers on if anybody wants to meet up somewhere.
Well, there you go. I missed a few streams, Dave, myself, and I hated it because I saw Jeff and David doing their thing, and occasionally Jeff would jump in, and I just wanted to be on there with these guys. I'd always type in the chat, "Hey guys, sorry I missed it," but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could go off and I could, and I think the second most highest achievement would be developing my building skills. Because when I jumped back into this hobby in 2017, I was doing not a lot of building. I was just buying bulk lots, building up this business behind me with plans. I had plans of maybe turning the Lego around for a profit. I always had plans to mock, and I always had the want to do YouTube. And so then I reached the highest achievement, jumping through that loop of fear and getting on there and doing it. So, but then I dropped right off. I didn't make as many videos as I wanted to, but I've made a lot of great mocks. So it's just been a great.
You have. And I mean, like that cube that you made like over the weekend, I saw that appearing suddenly on my Instagram feed, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Then I finally got to the fact that I like your stream, like your feed, and realized it was yours. I'm like, oh. Well, now it's more cool because I know you.
I know
that cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know that guy.
I know that
guy. You know before you're famous.
You constantly kick out these amazing mocks.
Yep.
And
thanks.
I mean, like it's like wow. Like and not only that, but you're in the Instagram community a lot more than any of us are. And there's a group of you guys that all share each other's images and stuff and promote it and such. And every time I see one of your images get in there, I'm like, that to me would be an achievement as well. Just being able to get that recognition every time you do.
Yeah. But I meant what I said. I just feel so happy to be part of this channel, of your channel, Jeff, and anybody else that I'm part of and contributing to, right? Not just sitting there and doing something, but actually contributing to, speaking and bringing some kind of content. So it's all good.
Good. Be ready to talk about Ghostbusters on Friday, okay?
I'm ready. Although I did not know that they never made toys of them.
They made the real. Yeah, we'll talk about it Friday.
Yeah, we'll talk Friday.
and I will be listening because I don't know enough about the Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh, the Ghostbusters. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the actual original movie.
We're talking about the Ghostbusters movie, and we're also going to talk about Filmation Ghostbusters, which is all Canadian friendly. So
it was a good cartoon. I didn't see all of them, and I enjoyed it, but I was a huge fan of the original movie.
Yeah, same here.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say is that not to go off in this tangent, but there's very, very few movies that just radically changed my outlook of everything. We only saw Disney cartoons in my family when we were growing up. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins, No Deposit, No Return, all the Herbie Goes Bananas.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
Herbie the Love Bug, wow.
By far, Herbie, especially with what's his name, who did the voice of the for crying out loud, Little Mermaid, the seagull. I can't, but Buddy Hackett.
Oh wow!
But
so tangent time.
So huge tangent time. Really quick though. I hope. I saw Star Wars in '77. Right, exactly. I saw Star Wars in '77, and when the ISD came over in the first screen, they said they make movies like this. Like, what is this? Like, mind blown. And then the second movie that ever radically changed my outlook on movies was Ghostbusters. Like the first, and I've seen my buddy Pete's in movie making, and we went and saw every single movie in the theater after school and whatever. We saw Ghostbusters, I think it was '84, and I said, "Holy crap! This is funny. It's scary. It's got the CGI. Like it's all pyrotechnics." And I'm going, boom! Like it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
And it took a long time before I hit another movie like RoboCop that just completely different, but blew my mind that they can make a movie that grotesquely violent and whatever. But Ghostbusters is right up there with one of those movie-changing moments for me. So,
awesome.
That was a tangent.
Okay.
Hopefully a quick one.
Thank you, Dave, for that wonderful tangent. It wouldn't be a stream without them. No. I'm a real jerk, and I'm sorry. I just realized that.
It wouldn't be a counter stream without the tangent.
Not ever. I've known Jeff for over 20 years now, and it's just a pleasure to know him.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering when we're going to have the sine and the cosine, because we have the tangent.
That's a good point.
My whole
life save it for tomorrow, dude.
There'll be no tangents tomorrow.
My whole life.
Hey, this is Moon. We got Rickham here. Rick, you have anything to say?
No. Tangent.
all this kind of whispering.
I use all my puns yesterday.
I will speak tangentially.
Never mind. I won't talk about my university life. My whole life has been with a whole bunch of huge things, especially with this hobby. When I was in high school and I started acquiring Lego from my friends for beer money.
Nice.
I thought that was a huge step. Like I was getting Lego and they were getting beer money. I was like, that's great. But I got, because we made the Lego Wars movie in our pool table in the basement in 1980, whatever it was. And I sent the VHS copy to Stratford because that's where Lego still was in Canada. They called me up and they said, why don't you come down for a tour? And I said, sure, why not? So I got over to Stratford and I got to see Lego being made in Stratford, Ontario. And this is just like a year before they shut down and Lego grabbed the contract back and opened up their place up in Newmarket at the time. So I got the big tour and I got some free swag from that. And I thought that was going to be the peak of my entire Lego, profession of happiness with Lego company. But then, and
you got your letter for cease and desist?
No, there's that too. So the highs and lows, right? You got the highs of like, hey, Dave, So again, not a really quick tangent, but actually related to this. I go to the Stratford place, and the vice president, the senior vice president of marketing for Lego at the time, Jackie Chessman, really nice guy. He brings me to his office and he says, Dave, what I did is I brought the old TV sets, because they didn't have screen projectors back then, the TV set with the VHS. And we brought everybody into the lunchroom and we showed them the movie. And everybody loved it. So when he went and took me on the shop floor, he would go, hey, dude, who's making the, making Lego? This is Dave. He's the one that made the movie. The guy would hop out of his chair and he came, shook my hand. He said, I loved it. I wanted to take it home to show my kids. Like everybody in the entire plant came over to me and said, this is fantastic. This is utterly fantastic. So they shipped that VHS tape over to Lego in Denmark. And that's when I got the letter.
Wow.
Cease and desist.
To this day, I have that letter, which is fine. I'm not going to fault them. I was a 16-year-old punk kid making a VHS frame-by-frame movie on a Lego, and the word Lego is in the title of the movie. Right? Yeah. The protagonist is Lego Man. Like how more me stealing their IP is that?
Yeah.
Not gonna fault that at all. But I and then the internet showed up. I got on Lugnet, and that was just utterly fantastic, mind blown there. But and Jeff might remember this. I had the RCX, and the Vision Command came out, and I got some third-party software that would interface the Vision Command with my website. Mm-hmm. And then I had the RCX controlled on my website where you can click buttons, and I built robots where it would do something, either stack blocks or whatever. So I had people telecommuting into my house, my bedroom upstairs, where my little robot, and they could move the robot around. And I was getting emails from Kazakhstan over in Eastern Russia. So this guy would send me a message, an email saying, Dave, I was just on your robot building this thing, and this is the most fantastic thing in the world. And I'm going, I'm getting letters from on the other side of the planet. And they're in my house right now controlling my robot. I think this is like the best thing ever. And I go like my high was so high at that point. Like, this is awesome. Oh yeah. And then that happened. And then I started YouTube 5 minutes after YouTube started, and I started uploading videos. But I didn't start doing Lego videos until well after that. And then Jeff started this stream, and he invited me on. It just, hey, I'm gonna waste people's time talking about whatever. So it's like,
that's quite a jump between YouTube starting and this stream, though. Just saying.
Yeah, it's just very odd. Like,
it's like a good 20 years.
20 years.
And it's funny because like the number one video I have on my YouTube, that number one watched video, is like one of my first 2 videos I ever put up there, which is the pneumatic train, because I tried to get a train on the Lego track that was powered by pneumatics, those small pneumatic cylinders. And I will still get emails to this day. People are trying to say, hey, this is such a good idea, and maybe this is how you can make it better, because there's a lot smarter people out there with techniques than I am.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt, but I got to scoot, so I'll talk to you guys later, all right?
Hey, Jeff.
Easy, man.
Later, boys.
See you, Jeff. Bye.
So being online, it's just such a high for me, and getting letters from all over the place. And again, I'm not at all famous, and I like that about that. But I really appreciate the feedback that I get from people who are passionate and are friends of mine, and people from, I've never met Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know everybody is just, I'm so happy right now to have the friends I have, either virtually or in the real world, because I would have, as Jeff was alluding to earlier, depression runs in the family. I've dealt with it. I don't have it as much as I used to. But if we were going through COVID and I didn't have the internet right now, I'd be very, very depressed. And the looking at the stream here that Jeff started, it's just makes me so happy to be here. So
me too.
We don't forget your name.
Well, there's that too.
Wednesday mornings when I'm rushing to try and get a stream created and get the poster, the thing done. I'm not necessarily as happy at that point, because it's like, I gotta get this done. But anyway, just catching up on chat, because we kind of ignored it for a little bit. Greg Dillian has popped in, and hello. I don't know if you're still here, but some of us have seen the leaked images. We mentioned it last week as well.
There's
November
new
15th
images.
is-
There's new images.
Yeah,
like
and I had seen
the
those
back-
as well. And
the
the
back-
inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks amazing, but officially we won't talk about it until the actual set is announced, which I think will be the 15th of November, so in a couple of weeks. But anyways, we also had Mr. Blue Sky is asking us how Sylvan is doing. We haven't seen him for a while.
Oh, I actually
yeah.
talked to him today because he brought over my sets, and he's good. He's just it's just way too late for him to stream at 9 o'clock because ever since he had a heart attack in I think it was last year. Ever since the heart attack, he finds it a little harder to stay up at night. And this summer was easier because he had day offs, and so he could just stream. But right now, he's thinking of you guys, and he says, "If I can get back, I'll get back." Sure.
Good to
Even
see
if he
him
wants
again.
to jump in for like 10 minutes and say hi or something at the beginning, he's always welcome. So
maybe he left the set on Jeff's porch.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think so.
Bit of a drive.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Laval from Laval. Quite a drive.
And other Jeff, Ottawa Jeff, was saying that organizing successful large integrated club layouts a few times was one of his favorite achievements. Getting the shy people in the club to get involved was rewarded.
That is awesome.
Totally agree.
Yes, exactly.
And yes, hello, Mr. Josh or Mr. Little Cowdice.
Sometimes it's amazing what you will find that comes out of people when you get them involved when they're shy. Like as soon as you give them that stage and they feel comfortable, they can just flourish.
Thank you, Mr. Blue Sky, by the way, and my sister as well.
We love you, Yvonne.
We do. And I understand that talking to me is not the same as talking to all of us or chatting with all of us. I get it.
I like talking to you, Jeff. I've been doing it for a long time.
So, but yeah, has everybody gone around? We talked to everybody?
Yeah, we have.
Well, we haven't heard from you, Jeff.
Yeah, well, we haven't.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm the host, and I got to make sure everybody's having their thing to say.
Good.
There's nothing important. There's no achievement.
Well, you're working on your biggest achievement right now.
That's right.
Well, yeah, and I mean, there's always the next one, right? That's currently the next one.
Right.
Finishing it in the next 10 weeks. That's the next one.
Yeah.
Although for a footprint,
I actually have
smaller
two
than your
achievements that I wanted to talk about. Is that the first time Brick Fight came to Montreal? We had Brick Fight Montreal. I won the community award.
Oh wow!
And that was a big achievement for me. That was like, yeah, cool. I'm recognized for something in this community. And years later, when Bricomanie first started, after it changed name from Cinébrick to Bricomanie, I won again a full community award, something similar. So it just told me, it spoke to me because I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm involved in this community, and people are recognizing that I'm involved, and I'm working toward. And Rick talked about it, and Dave talked about it. I also like this community. I like being involved. I like meeting you guys. I like exchanging about Lego. Like I mentioned sometimes to you guys and sometimes online. I don't think of myself as that good of a builder, but I like being involved. I like exchanging about Lego. So that for me, being recognized for that is like cool. Yeah. And of course, the article in the magazine, the French magazine Brick Mag that I showed last week, that just it's like icing on the cake, because it just solidified that I'm an expert in classic space stuff, and I know my stuff. So I made a few presentation over here to my fellow loggers about the classic space line and all the space theme that Lego had over the years. So that too, I it kind of felt good to be recognized for that, being recognized as an expert in that particular field.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And of course, like I told Jeff, meeting you guys and exchanging with you guys, being invited into this stream is like, it was a game changer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, because I told you guys privately, but I didn't say that publicly, but I was in a pretty dark place. It had been a year into the pandemic, and I wasn't like, I think I was on the verge of being either depressed or burned out from work. And so having the stream with you guys every Wednesday, it's just been a highlight of my week for a few weeks. So it brought me back. It brought me a lot of joy back in my life.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, that's heartwarming to know, really.
So thanks to you guys.
But on the publishing note, it's great when you're published. Like, especially for something that we love.
Yeah.
Like, when Lino called me up and says, Dave, can you write an article for Brick Journal? I'm going, what? Me? Like, what are you talking about?
So, Dave, to that point, I've been, I was interviewed, or at least, I had an article published in Brick Nerd about my micro mocks, the boat, the Fort Legorito and whatnot. And then another one reached out to me about the Bates Mansion. But even greater than that, I have had people I don't even know, like random strangers on Facebook. For the Bates Mansion, one person reached out and said, if you do decide to build this, please start a Kickstarter so that we can help you buy your bricks.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Right?
That's great.
And I was like, wow. And then today, somebody sent an email about the Hellraiser Cube and said, where can I go to donate to help you buy the bricks? Like, it's just, it's unreal. I mean, I've never once even hinted that I'm looking for help, but people love what I've done so much they're willing to go and pay for it.
It's a great community.
It is, and an amazing feeling. And to David's point and David's point, both David's points.
Which one?
It's as if it's like being recognized for something you love, right? Like you do it as a passion, and then people, it's remarkable.
Yep. So now we're up to Jeff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, me. Did I do anything? No, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, hosting this chat and doing this chat and getting the courage to start this chat for sure has been a highlight. I mean, we've had interactions with people in chat. As I say, that Shazam.
Rick shows up.
The other Rick has popped in. Rick. Just like, I mean, I've known the Daves. I did know Rick. I did know Jeff. Chris's stream. I mean, I knew a few people there, and I started watching that earlier in the pandemic. So like a breakfast or a dessert. Anyways, I knew some of them, but just to meet those guys, I mean, the whole reason I'm going to Alabama is because I want to go see everybody, right? That I talk to and stuff, and that type of thing. I mean, I'm planning on doing multiple shows. I'm going out to Bricks Cascade. We've already talked about that, and I'm on a tangent now too. Thanks, Dave. But yeah, I mean, originally when Dave sent this question, and I was like, I don't know that I've had many achievements, but as I started thinking about it, I mean, I worked on Lego Universe, the video game, not as a developer, not actually as an employee, but I was one of the AFOLs that was involved in the game, and we put a level out in the game.
It wasn't awesome.
We were one of 3 teams that actually did that.
That's
and
awesome.
I mean, Dave was on that team as well. Dave Codes was on that team as well. You were on the team
for a minute,
and a few other people from Ontario and stuff were on the team. So I mean, it was kind of cool that we worked together and got that up. So I'm published in a video game technically. That's no longer in existence. But anyway,
it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, there was that. There's I mean, I am published in a book as well. I think I'd mentioned it in the past that Deborah Higdon from Ottawa was asked to do a chapter in one of the DK books, and she asked me to help out for a few things, which I did. And the main model I built, which is this huge airport that Flickr has the pictures of that on my Flickr feed. But it's a huge airport that I had built, and it had to be shipped to England because that's where DK is located. By the time it got there, it was in pieces. They managed to rebuild it, and when Lego saw it, they said something along the lines of, "It looks great, but it's too hard for kids to build that because it was a curved airport window and stuff." But they ended up using my security scanner and the check-in desks and things like that in the book. So I have like a page in this book, which is kind of cool. Royal York Hotel, I built that out of my own willingness to do it. Like I wasn't commissioned to or anything, but that was 2-3 years ago. Well, probably 5 years ago now that I did that. And when I finished it just around December, and I posted something on Facebook or Twitter or wherever I did with some pictures of it, and I did a hashtag Royal York Hotel, and the company that owns the Royal York actually contacted me and put me in contact with their marketing people, and it was on display. I've got pictures of my Royal York Hotel outside of the Royal York Hotel,
That's
like
amazing.
on the street.
That's
Pictures.
amazing.
So I mean, it's kind of cool, but I mean, there's always something next, right? Like,
Yeah,
even
and you're forgetting that you were involved in Brick Fight for like
Brickfest for like
from the
11
start,
or 10 shows, and hopefully more in the future if we can make things work.
And he's managed to put up with me all these years for over like 22 years. He's
That
put
would
up
be
with
the
me.
hardest part.
It's the hardest part.
How does he do it?
Kind of true. When he shows up. No, it's true.
When I show up, exactly when I show up.
So I guess that would bring us
Expect to
to.
see me when you see me. I'm going to use a Gandalf quote. Expect to see me when you see me. That's it.
I guess that would bring us to like what our future goals are then, because that was part of the question, right? So what would you say, Jeff, is Jeff VW is your, well, there's only one Jeff here now.
Oh, I can't change. Oh, I can't. Well,
What would you say, Jeff, is your future goal?
Finishing this damn castle.
Ambition.
9 weeks.
Yeah, shut up.
Pop out.
I'm finding that I've had some roadblocks the past little while. Like I just mentally couldn't figure out what to do next, and waiting for parts didn't help.
No.
But I mean, I'm at the point now where this weekend I'm going to work my butt off. I'm probably going to, by the end of the week, I'll probably have more Bricklink orders to make. But that's like, so this week you'll probably see more progress shots and stuff come out of this. But it's a challenge. This is one of those things where it came out of my own head. It's not based on another model or anything like that. So it's all like I've got to figure it out as I go, right? And I don't know what the final height of this thing's going to be because I have to build it to that height. My sister has a future goal. Oh, did you share that, Dave? Oh, it just suddenly appeared. I'm like, hey, my sister will, by Christmas time, my sister may reach that goal. I'm just saying. But yeah, for me, it's
Yvonne.
Yeah. For me, it's the castle, obviously, right now. But I mean, there's so much more. Like Lego Masters, if it ever comes to Canada, I would like to be on that show.
You should be on that show.
What?
Yeah, they're casting season 3, and they're open to Canadian residents. Just saying.
For season 3, really? They're gonna? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, right now. I just saw the notice tonight, and somebody in my Instagram community told me that they're open to Canadian residents.
Huh. Interesting. So I was hoping they'd do a Canadian version.
The 4 of us?
Yeah, but Jeff and Janie for the American version. Yeah. Team Canada, go.
Team Canada, go. Yeah, well, we'll see. But I mean, there's probably there was a conversation on someone else's chat, and they mentioned the Canadians and how many Canadian builders there are that are amazing. And I wasn't really thinking about that, but they started listing off names, and I'm like, oh yeah. Wait, these guys are Canadian? It's like, But yeah, anyway, that's enough of me. How about I don't know, Cowdice, Dave? Future goal.
Just to get to the end of the day.
Wow, you could just leave now if you want to get.
Not for this. Are you kidding? This is the highlight. This is
future Lego goal.
Because I showed up.
No, he's awesome. Since I was 4 years old playing with Lego, you always have a vision in your mind as to what you want to have, and you and I started that space layout back in 2000 and whatever, 5,
That's
4,
right.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it evolved to basically the current state, and it's a lot smaller now than it was when we were just doing the ad hoc layouts and stuff like that. But we got to the point where it just got too much. The 12.5 by 12.5 was just it's beautiful. So I went to Niagara Falls at one time and saw that guy's layout, and I think most people here have seen that. Probably not David.
I have.
But Jeff's saying it. Trick, did you
Yeah,
get to
he
see
shut
the
down
guy
now.
in Niagara Falls? The Lego layout in Niagara Falls. The guy he's not there now, but 15 years ago he was there.
There was, on Lundy's
No,
Lane,
I
there
wouldn't
was a-
know.
Yeah.
It wasn't spectacular, but what he did do is he had the little placard out front every 5 or 6 feet, and it's like the Easter egg hunt. Oh, go find this girl with a hot dog in her hand, whatever it is. Right? And I keep on meaning to get that into a show, and more automation, more movement, more people pressing buttons on the stanchions that, hey, press this button, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
More lighting of the layout, and I keep on meaning to do that. Except it's such a huge endeavor to get all the wiring done, because you build the mock and it's a static thing, and that's fine. You put it in the box, you take it to show, and you set it up, and it's static, and you got the rails, so something's moving. But to add the lighting, the other movement, the radar dish, all that stuff. But it's been in my mind for 30 years now.
Yeah.
Like I always said this, like 1978, I got the 918, and I got a space guy, and then the next year I got 4 more space hats, and then I started buying my own. And I always wanted a place for them to live. Like I always think about in universe, because I made the movie with my friends, and I made the movie, and there was a story of these Lego people living in their own separate universe. And Jeff's talking about his comic book that's coming out next year. I've had this vision in my head since I got the 918, so that over 40 years ago, that I want a place that is its own contained universe, just like Star Wars, just like Star Trek, whatever, its own contained universe. And to get to that state, basically you have to, as they say in the Big Bang, you have to take it down to its molecular components and build it up again. And I was like, I don't want to.
When you think of it, it's daunting, isn't it?
It's daunting. It's daunting. And the funny part is the toughest part's done, because the buildings are all lit up and they're all wired. It's just now it's the layout itself, and it's drilling holes and base plates and stuff like that. But it's like I'm so busy with the YouTube stream that I'm doing right now with the set reviews that I really adore doing, because I haven't built half of them. That I don't want to get the Dremel out. I don't want to take apart the stuff and build it. But that is an end goal for this layout. And then I'm going to think, what am I going to do after that? Like, it's just going to stay in a box now. So it's like.
But I mean, we are getting into winter, and winter might be a good time to actually start doing that.
That's
right?
what's probably going to happen, and because next spring, as I said, we are going to do shows next year. No shows this year, but next year, we want to do Brick Fair in Virginia, because we want to take Josh down the week before so he can see the history of the Lincoln Memorial and
what?
Lincoln Memorial.
Abraham Lincoln?
12 years old, and
Canadian.
The Washington Monument and all that stuff. That Jeff and I saw when we were down there with Brick Fest back in whatever it was.
The president?
Yeah.
Like Abraham Lincoln.
And not to mention the fact that Legoland New York is open, and it's technically on the way.
It's technically on the way, but I gotta have a van full of layout, so I don't know.
On the way back, you're bringing Josh with you. You got to do it there. You're going to be going. It's only like an hour off route, I think.
I can contact Ryan Wood, and you could park your trailer at his house. He lives right
he doesn't have a
next
trailer.
to the
He's got a
park.
van.
That's fine. I can have a trailer too. But the other goal is to actually finish sorting this out, and actually having 100% sort. And that's
never gonna happen.
Stop buying
That's
Lego.
not gonna happen, Dave. You know that.
Stop buying Lego.
Yeah,
Dave,
stop buying Lego. If
you need to enlist that young man right next to you.
Yeah, he disorganizes more than he organizes. He's my chaotic neutral kid. My chaotic neutral, not evil but chaotic
Are
neutral.
you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay. How about the other Dave? What are your future
Well,
goals?
in the short term, my greatest achievement would be to have a successful Bricomanie without Jonathan being there.
Mhm,
Because
mhm,
Jonathan was like the heart and soul of that show.
Yeah.
So if we could, after 2 years or 3 years without a show, start again, have a great show without Jonathan, that would be a great achievement because that would mean that his legacy lives on and
Yeah.
what was important to him still is still going on. So in the short term, that would be the goal for me. In the long run, like I said, it's on my bucket list to do shows out in the United States and to bring my moon base modules
mhm,
over to other shows and connect with other moon base fans. And
mhm.
so that would be the long-term goal for me to connect with other space fans, American or otherwise, and just have a good time with those people, and meet the guys that I do admire, and that's another show for us.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
builders that I admire, like Chris Giddens or and yeah, I admire Dave, but I already met Dave, so
It's not
Right.
worth meeting me. It's not worth meeting me again.
no, I actually do look forward to us connecting again.
We are definitely going to do a show, and I might forego the wooden stations that I have and just put it right in the floor again, right beside yours.
Cool.
I'm thinking about doing that. So that's the other thing that I have to set up. So I have the wooden display area, or I can put it right in the floor again. So I have to set that up too because I want to be able to join the layout to the other people's layouts. So
And I'm just going to add one more before we get to Rick. I'm just going to add one more, and that's probably on everybody's list. Get to Skarabek and do that convention, and go to Legoland Denmark, or go to Denmark
well, yeah.
and do like the factory tour and stuff like that. I mean, that's probably on everybody's bucket list. But
well, I think I'm already like verboten. I can't go there because the legal department came after me that one time, so they probably won't let me in.
this is true. You're on the do not allow list.
No, I actually saw that on Kellogg forum. Patrick Bégin just posted that it came right out of the LAN network, the ambassador network, that Lego is actually looking for AFOLs who have pictures of them young playing with Lego because they want to do a video for the special anniversary of Lego, and they're looking for AFOLs who have pictures of them playing with Lego young, and they would like to film them. I guess older, and they actually are going to film in Denmark, in Billund. So if you get chosen, you get an all expense trip to Billund to get either in December or January of next year. So
Could you imagine?
Yvonne, if you're listening,
think of how incredible that would be. Your lifelong passion.
Yeah.
A photo of you as a child playing with what you love, and now the company that makes that toy is filming you playing with it as an adult.
and paying you an all expense.
Oh, yeah, and you're getting an all expense paid trip to Billund. Yeah.
Side note, Yvonne, if you're still in the chat and you have any photos of me with Lego as a kid, because I don't think I do, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go digging now.
For sure. Speaking of you digging, what are you going? What are you digging for in the future? I don't know.
What are my ambitions and goals? Well, I definitely want to get this mess behind me sorted, and I mean sorted to a place where I can mock and not be held back by searching for pieces. Okay. So right now I've got about
bricks.
Exactly. I've got about 20 or so banker boxes on the ground behind me, filled with Lego. None of it's sorted. None of it's clean. I've got, umpteen sets and more coming. that aren't built. I don't want to mix them because I have a little bit of OCD where I want my new bricks to stay new and my old bricks to stay old. But so that's
I'm sorry, Rick.
oh, no problem. That would be so cool. Oh, were you laughing at what I was saying or what was being?
Yeah, I was laughing. It was.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. I kind of really don't want.
And Rick, when
Not gonna
things
fault
are,
you for that.
when things have settled down and everybody's more comfortable hanging out with each other, 2 words
Yeah.
for you: sorting party.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Invite people over. People will tell you
Jeff.
I love sorting.
Perfect.
Gus,
Well, I've got
Gus
some
loves
space.
sorting.
I've got some space here, so I could make something over here where we could, because there's quite a lot of space just in this area right here. But yeah, for sure, I'd love to do that.
For sure. Yeah.
So that's a probably a short-term goal, and medium-term goal. I want to build my digital mocks. So I want to source the pieces for what I've designed in studio and build it in real life. And then hold it like that cube that I built. I want to hold it like this Rubik's Cube. And it's funny that we saw a Lego Rubik's Cube and this was sitting right here. And this had nothing to do with my cube build the other day. So it's like cubes all over. And I was looking on Instagram and Simon Liu built some kind of little cube robot. Right. So it's like, what's going on with cubes?
Simon just sleeps and builds. I'm just saying the guy just is one of the most prolific and fantastic.
I don't think Simon sleeps at all.
That's a good point.
Build and build. And long-term goal, put out a video on YouTube every week, once a week. And I think I'm going to start taking commissions.
Cool.
I'd like to try at least one and see how it goes.
So, is that next week's conversation? Because that is one of the things Dave brought up.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Have you ever made money out of your hobby?
Oh, I can answer that.
And Rick, I think you should have a secondary short-term goal. Use Bricklink for the first time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's part of the build my own mock.
I'm just saying, you'll go down a dark path.
Well, this is one reason why I haven't, because I'm worried that I will go down that. Also, bricks and
It took
pizzas.
a long time for me to give it up, and I think it's when the trans yellow quarter donuts became $35 each.
Oh man.
CSS,
well,
have fun at work. Just
okay. Good night.
Bye, Yvonne.
Bye, Yvonne. Love you.
So yeah,
what you said.
Yeah. And short answer, I have definitely made money off of the hobby.
Yeah.
I almost made money off the hobby.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't take money for that brick like you lent me.
It was that too, but remember we were heavy into trains that one
Wait,
time?
shouldn't we save this for next week?
Okay, we'll talk about it next week.
We'll do that.
That means you have to be here though.
That's a good point.
I'll be here.
So, no, I meant
You can
Dave.
see me when you see me.
I can get some more tangent.
He'll be here.
Tangent
He'll be here.
images.
Rick's gonna come over and he's gonna hold my feet to the fire.
That's right.
And sorry, that I wanted to go off in this.
Just as you email Sandy and
Jeff,
tell her that
Rick
he needs to be
lives
there.
like I'm in Brantford almost every week, and Kitchener's basically a stone's throw from my backyard. And the fact that Rick and I grew up not 20 miles apart and didn't know each other until now, it's just
Where did you grow up, Rick?
boggles my mind.
Well, as a matter of fact, I lived till 9 in Toronto, then moved to Mississauga.
Okay, the other way then.
but Mississauga from 9 until 32.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
lots of years in Mississauga.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
never
but
came to an
now we
RTL
live.
dinner. You never once came to an RTL dinner. I can't even talk to you right now.
I honestly can't tell you how much it hurts me that I missed out the last 20 years of Lego.
But did you know about them? Probably not.
No,
right?
but that's
Yeah.
partially why I'm I missed so many great series of sets from Lego. I missed so many conventions. I missed meeting you guys earlier. So yeah, it sucks.
It's honestly odd because like the only way I found about the lug net, which is what blew my mind back in the day, was because I bought the RCX in a store, and I was actually in a moratorium from buying new Lego sets because I said I'm in the dark age for buying Lego new sets, and I bought the RCX and I went online to look up stuff for the RCX, and I stumbled across LugNet, and that was just the biggest game changer in my entire Lego hobby.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens, eh? Like for me, it was my wife bought me Millennium Falcon. I thought, I wonder if anybody sells Lego on like Kijiji, and I saw what was happening, and I was like, Uh-oh. This
Why did I do
isn't
that?
good.
This is bad for the pocketbook.
You know that me going back to Lego is actually my wife's fault, because we talked about the land speeder at the start of the show.
Mhm.
She actually gave that to me.
This one?
Yeah, exactly. She's the one who gave
Darth
that
Vader wasn't
to
in
me
that set.
back in 1999, along with the droid
Escape pod.
starfighter, the droid
Oh.
fighter, the
Oh,
brown
yeah.
the brown one, the brown and
Yeah.
tan one, the
I
first
hated
one
that
they
one.
had.
But yeah.
And it was actually not supposed to be on the shelves. I got it like a few weeks before it was supposed to be released, because it was supposed to be released with the movie. So she got me those two sets, and that's what got me back into
Mm-hmm.
the hobby.
Yep.
But my original bricks were not that far. I have to admit that, but because I didn't sell them, but that's what got me in the game. So whenever she complains, "Oh, you're still buying Lego," it's
Your fault.
It's your fault, dear.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
quickly before we end it, I want to just quickly go back to what Dave Cowdice was saying about his sort of 30-year dream about this storyline and the universe that he's created in his mind. And I really sympathize with that, because I've had ambitions that I've had since I was a teen. They're a little different they're not Lego centric, but they involve art, and Lego to me is an art medium, as well as a nice thing to play with. But I feel the same way. I've been sitting on those ambitions for 30 years. And only now, in my mid-40s, having 3 kids, lots of gray hair, do I have enough gumption to actually do something about it?
Yeah, where was this when you were 20, when you had all
Right.
the time,
Talk
and
about a
all the
slow
money,
start.
and no commitment to anything else? And
Right?
Yeah.
So I totally sympathize. So
And just, I don't want to miss this. Jeff had posted that for his future goal is to help the Ottawa Club get a show of their own going and finish 2 mocks that have been in progress for a year plus.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
And
It's
Jeff,
tough.
when you get that show going, I'm a few hours away. 3.
I'm actually closer than Jeff.
We'll all show up.
I'll go.
Are we
with that.
racing? Is that what you're saying?
Hard luck met. It's time to get over there.
I can be in Ottawa in like 2 hours
Okay,
time.
but it's not a race about how fast you can be there. It's how fast you can be there and how much you can bring.
Oh, I'm bringing a
And I
layout.
can bring my whole layout. It fits in my SUV. So
What was that?
Yeah,
Ready
yeah.
for
You know the trailer now.
Flexing.
Anyway.
He's flexing.
It's definitely flexing.
I am totally flexing there, yeah. And it's not even done yet, so I can't flex that well. But anyway.
well,
flex.
my latest layout in Bricomanie was 8x10 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I've got the height on you probably though.
No, I got the tower.
Okay. The quantity of brick.
It's
Yeah,
all
but
it's all on
basic
meals.
brick. It's the cheap stuff. Like our monorail, our 12.5 by 12.5, I can almost guarantee it's more expensive than yours.
I really wonder
And
what
all
it's
my
like.
all my layout is on meals.
I don't know how much monorail we had in that layout, but we had a ton of monorail in that layout. That's just stupid money.
If I was going to dump, if I had stupid money and I could just spend on whatever I wanted, I would seriously rebuild my childhood train set out of Lego. Like it's a 4x8 foot table. I had a mountain
Same
and 2
thing.
tracks, and I would totally do it, but out
Hey,
of
Joe,
Lego.
that's what we had in the basement.
The entire thing, grass, everything.
That scale becomes very large though.
Well, yeah.
That's the problem. But
Like old
But like
scale
I'm saying, if I had time and all the money in the world, I would totally do that. There's so many holes that I could go down.
Jeff's just
Anyway.
throwing a bunch of comments in about doing a show.
I would probably,
Oh.
if money was no object, I'd buy a house where I could actually have. a
Jeff,
bigger living
if you're inviting, we're coming.
Right.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we're there.
How about that guy that built a house out of Lego? Then he had
room.
to take
That
it
was a
down
good
because it
one.
wasn't
I
safe.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching that.
That
was
British guy? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James,
but he had
James
a
May.
wood frame inside. So
No, I
That's
don't think he
okay.
did.
I don't mind that.
yes,
I
he
don't mind-
did.
Did he?
I-
Oh, okay.
He did. He did have
And he
a.
cla-
And
well,
for the
for
record, he
safety
didn't build it.
reasons.
He didn't
Yeah.
build it. It
Run
was
to it for it. And I didn't
he was a
mind that at all.
television celebrity, and people built it with him.
I
He
see.
didn't actually build it.
Okay.
But
He lived in
Oh.
it for like a day.
Such a
My one goal is there's that picture that was circulating 7 or 8 years ago where the guy had his it wasn't his living room, but his office living room with the nice, beautiful white shelves and the TV built in and the console and all those beautiful
the
drawers
basement one.
for the Lego. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was absolutely pristinely gorgeous. And
Yeah.
I'm going, I can't even, because I just go and buy Billy bookcases and that's what I do it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Cheap ass bastard here. So, but that was something I could,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like Brewster's Millions when he was asking his person to make me a room that I can die in. Just make me a room that I can absolutely die in.
Yeah.
And I look at those pictures and I'm going, I would just sit there. I wouldn't even touch. I would just sit there.
The geeky man cave.
Looking around. It's just the ambiance of that room. Just the TV and the shelves of Lego, all nicely sorted in little drawers. And going, oh, man, really?
I know.
Yeah. All right, we should probably wrap it up because we're an hour and 15 minutes in.
Sorry, Jeff.
No, it's okay.
Way over.
It's all right. Tangents are a given when you're in the show. We know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and as you were saying that, Dave, just to go on one more slight tangent, I was thinking, geez, I wonder if there's a profession there. Lego customizer or Lego room designer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
this is as design as it gets for me.
yeah, that house was demolished. Bricks were trashed. Now Lego's promoting the reuse program for used Lego. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they glued most of that building together too. I don't know if they did, but
they took it down. But I don't think it lasted a year because it was on private property. It was on somebody's orchard, somebody's big orchard, if I remember correctly. I mean, this is what 15 years, 16 years ago, but it was on somebody's property and they didn't want it there. So
that's right. Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to end it. I'm going to hit the button in a moment. So thanks everybody for coming out. Next week, it sounds like we're talking about what we were talking about earlier, Lego hobby money commissions. Making money on Lego. Money. Anyway, so we'll see you guys all next week. I'm hitting the button now. So